for everything. We're going to get started. And today we are going to focus on market execution and pending orders. And what I want to do is play something for you first so that you can get a great idea on what it really looks like and what it really means before we get started. Okay? Un momento, let's get started.
Welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss what are pending orders. Pending orders are different positions traders open when they want to begin trading in the Forex market. Now, there are 4 types of pending orders and 1 order known as market execution. These orders allow trader to buy and sell at market value or set up for a trade in the future that they feel like is going to be a profitable one. So let's start by looking at market execution. Market execution is where the current market is at right now. By market execution, we can choose to buy and expect the market to go up and make money, or we can put in a sell market execution where we're expecting the market to sell off immediately to start making money. So buying and selling by market execution is selling instantly inside of the market at current price. Now, when you want to be able to set up for a future trade, such as a sell limit or buy limit, let's cover these. A sell limit is where you will place a sell order at a specific price inside of the market. Now, taking a look at the live charts here, we can see a diagram where price has lots of price action in one particular zone. And if a trader wants to anticipate a market rising to this current price and then dropping, the trader can put in what's known as a sell limit. This trade will activate when price reaches this area, hits this area, it will open up the trade, and as price starts to come down, they'll be able to make money. The same is as true as a buy limit. A buy limit is where a trader is looking for price to come down to a specific point, such as a resistance, such as a support line inside of the market. If the trader expects the price to react off this area and trigger a buy and start coming back up, a trader will put in what's known as a buy limit. Now, in the events that traders are looking for a market to continue in a certain direction, traders can also put in what's known as buy stops and sell stops. A buy stop is when the market is continuing to rise up in one direction, and what they're expecting the market to do is break a specific price line, in this area 1.6700. If the price were to rise up and break this area of 1.6700, the buy stop would activate and automatically put the buyer in a buy at that current price. The same is as true for a sell stop in the market. If the trader is looking for the market to continue to come down and break this current level right over here, the sell stop will activate and automatically put the traders in a sell at that current price where they set the sell stop. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what pending orders are. As you continue to do your analysis and your price action inside of the market, you will soon be able to find great areas to put sell limits, buy limits, sell stops, and buy stops inside of the market so you never miss a profitable trading opportunity.
All right, y'all, does that make sense to you? Before we get started, are there any questions that people may have, that you may have about pending orders before we get started? Because I want to make sure that I'm addressing anything personally that you may be having concerns with. Don't be shy. You got on here. It's Tuesday now. I know you just didn't look to see what your friends were looking like today.
Okay, Lori, this is Deborah. I have a question for you. Like the
Yes.
pending orders, my problem is, well, you know, because we were doing the turbulence, so the buy stops and sell stops, okay. Buy limits and sell limits, I've always been leery of, and probably because I just haven't done those, only when you were giving out trades during that time frame. But as far as on my own, so that video that you just showed on
Yes.
how and why made sense. That was
Okay.
helpful.
You're saying you don't do too many limit orders?
No, not at all.
I personally don't do limit. I do more stops than I do limit orders. And that's okay.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of what style that you might be using. Like if you're doing more like the engulfing candle, what you're doing, anytime that the limit orders are in place, you are waiting for something to come down and then make a U-turn to project to come back up. That's
okay.
Okay. If it's same thing with the other order, if it's a buy limit, you are waiting for it to go down and then go back up. So it may not be something that you ever do, but if it is something more so like a stop order, those are more I prefer, because what it is you're waiting for a specific price. Let's say price is going up. Price is going up. Price is going up. And let's just say it's at 1.04, all right? And you're expecting it to go up to 1.05. I'll do a buy stop plenty times because I don't have a lot of time to sit there and wait for it. Market execution, it may not be the right time to go in right now, but let's just say I want to wait for it to get to 1.07. Then that is the perfect time to put a stop order in, because you're already seeing that it's going in the if the price is going up. You're just waiting for it to etch up a little bit more to activate the price that you want, and that is the ideal stop. Same thing in the reverse if it's a stop order, sell stop. Because a lot of times when you're first getting started, you're like, sell, stop, stop loss. I'm getting freaking confused. I get it. So you have to physically, that's why I wanted you to see the video so that you can see the lines on how it works out. A limit order is more like a U-turn. It hits the price and then it goes in the opposite direction. That's a limit order.
Okay.
A stop order means I'm going to keep going through that stop sign. I'm going to keep going through that stop sign to get to the next street, which is your next price. So I love, personally, I love doing buy stops and I love doing sell stops.
Right. Yeah, me too.
So if it works, it works. Now, a lot of times if I'm seeing like an engulfing candle and I'm seeing the market go down, okay, and then I'm expecting it to go up, then back down, okay, cool. But I have, it's just whatever personally that you want to be doing. Anybody else? This is a good question. And I'm going to show you what I've been using to help out, especially when you're using something like the Harmonic Scanner to help out with your trades. Does anyone else have any other questions? Easy, huh? All right, so that video was in the 100 section of the Academy. If you are already with I Am Academy, that is in the 100 section. So you can always go back and listen to that, because I guarantee you the very first time that you watch that video, you'll be like, this doesn't make any sense. And then I had to watch it like 4 times myself just so it makes sense, okay? So it makes sense to go back to it definitely as many times as you need to. All right, so let's get going so we can take a look at the Harmonic Scanner so it makes a little bit more sense. Now, how many people use the Harmonic Scanner? Toss a 1 up in the chat box if you are using the Harmonic Scanner. Please let me know. Now, this is for the I Am Mastery family. Is anybody, because this is going to make more sense now, and you'll have more confidence using the Harmonic Scanner with knowing what we're about to share. No one uses it? And this is something that we invest every month for? All right, so none of y'all use it?
Lori, I do. I just can't get to my chat box right now.
Thank you for being honest. All right. Does anyone want to use the harmonic scanner, but they're nervous about entries? Throw a 2 in there. Let me know if you want to use it. And because this is more interactive, I can't just keep talking to myself. So I kind of got to know where you need help with this particular one. All right, cool. Ronnie, the system's going to be a little bit different, but almost the same, what I'm going to share with you. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so the Harmonic Scanner is one of the flagship products that IM Mastery Academy has. And from day one, it has been working, but there's a lot of times you have to know when to get in. You have to know when to get in the market, and it is more ideal to use pending orders with the Harmonic Scanner. It really is, because not everything is going to be a market execution. Now, as mentioned, the market execution is when you are looking at current price of a particular currency pair, and let's just say like right now, this one is GBP NZD. Price is way down here at 1.97, $1.97. Now, if we had seen this, remember we have done videos on this before, we've done tutorials on this before. Using the Harmonic Scanner, sometimes you need some assistance. And if you notice on here, I've got some little dots on my screen. And what I use is an indicator called the parabolic SAR. You guys remember me doing a video on this one before? The parabolic SAR, which is a stop and reversal indicator. And it is applicable on any chart. It is a free indicator that you can toss on any chart. And I'm going to show you the significance of why it will help you, especially with using the harmonic patterns. When you're looking at the harmonics, you're going to go to harmonics.im. You're going to start using this tonight. That's fine. You can use this 24/7. Harmonics.im. Use your login to get in with no, whatever your username and password is. And this is what you're going to see. You're going to check 3 areas. 3 areas. You're going to make sure you check your broker that you use, that you're going to be trading with. If you're using Hugo's Way, don't go in here and check in something else, because that you're going to be pulling pricing from another broker. It's like going to Safeway and expecting giant prices for that same can of peaches. It's different, okay? Even if it's 1 cent or 2 cents off, make sure that you are going to the broker that you're going to be placing trades with, okay? So check your broker. I'm gonna check my broker there. I'm going to check the time. If you're going to be doing more day trading, either check 15 minutes or 1 hour here. And then come over here and just make sure whatever you pick to the left is the same thing over here, 1 hour. All right, cool. Now, when you typically open this up, this is not something that you want to use on your mobile device, because it looks really jumbled up and it is not really mobile friendly. So try to at least get your setups done on the computer, because when you pull it up, it's going to look almost like this, and it's all jumbled up. So getting familiar with this is simple. We've done some things on this before, but I just wanted to do an overview of this really quick. So once you open up the scanner, you've checked these 3 areas: your broker, your time, great. Take your cursor and move it to the left, so you can at least see now your pricing over here to the right. And then you've got your entry, take profits, and stop losses over here. You can double click in this chart area here, just so you can fully focus on that chart. And if you wanted to bring up any other indicators that you have on the bottom, you just double click it again. All right, so I'm going to double click it so we can just focus. Now, remember, you have to look, when you're looking for this, the ideal setup. This harmonic scanner is forecasting. It's simply forecasting price either to go up or down. It's either going to go up or down, but you need to look for the letter D. You need to look for the letter D. Now, this is on the 1 hour time. So it is now 7 o'clock. So this was 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Around 4 o'clock in the morning, this produced this downtrend right here. So when you're looking at this, the harmonic scanner, remember, gives you everything that you need for your entry. And Ronnie, pretty much on Trade Finder, this does the same thing. You're going to see where is the entry price, where's the ideal entry price, all right? And it was up here. There's 2 of them here, but all I do is find the closest one that is closer to my take profit. Take profit 1, 2, and 3. This simply means a little bit of money can be made, a little bit more money can be made, and here's a forecast of making more money. You do not need to put in all prices at one time. When you're placing a trade, you can just do one at a time. And let's just say it's 4 o'clock in the morning and everybody is up. They're finishing up with Dan doing the 30 for 30 challenge. I know y'all did a great job with that last month. Congratulations for everybody who did that. That consistency was everything. It really just leveled you up to know you can do it and your goals were right in front of you, but all you had to do was just 30 pips a day. 30 pips a day. And so that consistency, I high five a lot of you. I know a lot of you got back into a whole new rhythm. So I congratulate you for that. And I know even if you were working in demo, I'm sure you felt great because you knew it wasn't hard to get it once you started rolling. Now, GBP pairs, they move faster. US 30, of course, cryptocurrencies move faster. Take your time with which pair works for you. When you go into the harmonic scanner, you don't have to pick all of these over here. You pick which family works best for you. If you like NZDs, then you're only going to be looking for anything that begins with NZD or has NZD in the currency pair. If you're only going to be focusing on EUR pairs or GBP, then guess what? All you need to do is cherry pick which ones are in the family that you want to work for. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get into a rhythm of knowing which pairs move at a different pace. And if you're fooling around with AUD, NZD, and then EUR, it's like you dating 5 different people. You need to focus on which one works best for you. For me personally, I'm a GBP girl. That's it. I know the rhythm of how they work, and I know they move and how they move. You need to figure out which ones are you going to commit to so that your plan will make more sense, so you're not just pulling anything. Over here on the right-hand side, you see there's quite a few things from the top to the bottom. The most recent pairs that are coming out to be forecasted are at the top. These are the freshest ones you want to pay attention to. Okay, so as it goes down, some of these have already taken profit. So I'm looking at this one as if it's still 4 o'clock in the morning and all of this activity didn't take place. So let's look at this and just make sense of this to see what would I have done if it was 4 o'clock in the morning, because I went back and the candlestick here, remember each candlestick is representing the time that you chose. If I pick the 15-minute chart, then each candlestick would represent 15 minutes of buying and selling going on, 15 minutes of activity. It would be more candles. So let's just focus on what we have. All right, we've got our broker set, we've got our time set, and I'm looking over here on the right-hand side to see which ones do I want to go shopping for. You can pick what you need right from over here, but you can also modify them as you need to, and as you place these orders, they may not be ready for market execution. So write this down, parabolic SAR, and I have that already here. What you can do is go up here to indicators, up here on this menu bar, and where it says search, you just want to type in parabolic SAR. Make sure you write that down. This is going to save you a lot of time and money going forward. Once you find that, what it's going to do is it's going to place it right here onto your chart. And if you see it over here, it says SAR. If I wanted to hide it, I can hide it. If I want to bring it back, I can bring it back. You do not need to mess with the settings. It is already set. If you wanted to change the color from blue to whatever, that's cool. but leave every setting that you see here the same. If you needed to change the color from blue to whatever you personally want, okay, cool. Just hit that. And then you want to save it. Right over here, you want to save it. Manage the chart styles, you want to save it. Save it under the name, whatever you want. So now when you go back into the Harmonic Scanner, the chart is already saved, and you can just come in here and just find it. All right, or you could just make sure you just keep the indicator here. All right, so we've got all that. Does anybody have any questions so far? So far, we're feeling good?
No, this is Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
How did you say that you save it?
Right up here where you drop this down and where it says save, you want to save it.
I'm looking, I'm looking from a
You looking on your cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, so but at the very top because I have mine already saved under Starships. All right, I saved it under that. So once you save the chart, that way you can always bring it up whenever you want, whenever you turn the Harmonic Scanner back on.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work that way, then just make sure when you come over here to indicators,
Yes.
you can leave it on or you could turn it off. You can always bring it back whenever you want, but it's the parabolic SAR.
Okay.
This
All
is it helps you with momentum, you guys, so that you can see the momentum of where the strength is in the pricing. So as you see, if you see the parabolic SAR is on top of the candlesticks, if it's sitting on top, then this is going to give a good indication that the price is going down. Price is going down. If you notice that and you need at least 2 of these SARs to give you a good confirmation of where the price is going. Now, this forecast, the Harmonic Scanner had said, all right, your entry is here, your take profit is going down. So guess what? That means you're making money as the price is dipping. So you've got a confirmation here that the price is going down. At that time, at 4 o'clock in the morning, price was going down and the parabolic SARs were on top. I would feel pretty good about putting that in as a market execution. As a market execution. Or if I wanted to get a little bit closer to my take profit, let me give you some secrets on what I do to help out with putting in a sell stop order. Because in this particular one, you would put a sell stop order in. You're projecting the price to go down and you want it to keep going down into the take profit zone that you want. So for here, let's just say we caught this at this second red candle here. The sell candle is here. Your entry is projected here. You woke up and you already saw that it was past the entry. You've seen this plenty of times. It's past the entry. Now it's on its way to take profit 1. You have 2 decisions at this point. You could put it in as a market execution sell, put your price in at 1.9928, all right? Or you could put it in at 1.9883. My eyes are playing tricks on me. You can put either one in. So there's nothing really that's saying that you have to do it a specific way. But for GBP pairs, I pretty much know it's going to hit at least take profit 3. All GBP pairs typically do that. So feel pretty confident that it's going in that direction. So if you were to, let's say, put a sell stop order in, what you'd want to do is, let's say if it was up here at this entry and you're just want to go back to sleep. If I saw it at this point, I would put my sell stop order in at somewhere in this area, closer to take profit 1. And then I will put my take profit in at either 1 or 2, either one of these prices. You do not need to take the exact pricing off of what you see on the computer, because there are going to be times where you may just want to go 10 or 20 pips for profit. Here, you may see it 30 or 40 pips, and you may not want to do that just for each trade. It's easier for you to at least go 10, 15, 20 pips, get in and get out pretty quickly, then wait for it to go up, back and forth, retrace a little bit. Okay, now it finally hit it hours later, where maybe within an hour, because here, if you would have put this in at 4 o'clock in the morning, 1, 2 hours later, you would have got your profit at take profit 2. 4 hours later at most, you would have reached take profit 3. So by the time you woke back up in the morning, if you would have put in take profit 3 as your final destination, you would have made the money from your entry to your take profit 3. So sell stops work pretty good, and I'm gonna give you kind of an indication over here on the left-hand side. Any questions? It works. I mean, I don't really wait, Ronnie, for market executions for these, but this SAR works on every chart. It works on every chart. And notice, it's still going down. Look at the SAR, it's still going down. So even if you were to get this trade right now, I would feel pretty good that the price is still going down. And this SAR is a great indicator to back up, whether you're in a buy or a sell. Let's go back in the past a few. So let's look back here where C is. This was yesterday. So let's see where C is right here. Here, we've got the parabolic SAR indicators underneath the candlesticks. This gets so good, you guys. It gets pretty good. Now look, if you would have waited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. This is the 9th hour from here to here. You would have made profit because you would have felt, well, I've got my indicator letting me know that it's still in a good momentum of increase. Price is going up. Once it switches over, then I can forget the trade. I don't need to be in it anymore. But this distance between C and D, you can get your ruler right here and just see, 200? Will you take 200 pips? Is that enough for you? All you might want is just 30. That was 200 in a work day. In a work day. So that's about 200 just in that 9 hours that would have gone up. Remember, you may not be looking for all of that. You might just have been looking for the first candlestick. All right, you would have got your profit if you were just going for 20 to 30 pips for profit. All right, so remember, timing is everything, but this parabolic SAR is really going to help all of us when it comes to, is this the good time now to get in as a sell? And this, you see, supports it. Or because if this was going in the opposite direction, this would not be a good time. And let me show you how that works out. So let's just say, let me look at just another random pair, NZD, CAD. NZD, CAD. Right now, I'm looking for the letter D. D for dough, D for dough. All right. Remember, this is the letter that's going to set up for what's about to happen next. Look over here to your right. You've got your stop loss already given to you. You've got your entry proposed to you, and your take profits are 1, 2, and 3. Ronnie, on Trade Finder, it works the same way, where you've got your take profits, entry, and stop loss already listed. Okay? So here we are. We see right here that the parabolic SAR is still in an upward position. Here, the harmonic scanner is pretty much saying, well, price is about to drop. So we have a conflict here, right? We have a conflict where it just came out, the trade forecast just came out, but it hasn't started moving down yet. This is a perfect time to look at, Deborah, a sell stop. because you're projecting price to reach down to at least 85.73, but it hasn't reached there yet. So what you're going to do is take a look, find out where would be a good time. And for me, this is the little stuff I do. I'll take a horizontal line because I want to get as close to my take profit as possible. I'm going to get at least 20, probably about 20 pips within range. So 85.73 right here, 85.93. 85.93, which is 20 pips above my take profit 1, is where my entry price would be for a sell stop. It hasn't started dropping down yet, but guess what? I will wait. This is when it activates at 85.93, 0.8593, it will activate. And as it's going down, my take profit would be, in this particular case, 85.73. Cool. All right. That's my 20. Now you can babysit and you can modify whatever take profit you want. You may want to do 0.8570. You know, something a little bit lower. You may want to say, I want to do a little bit more long term and I want to take it down 85.37. Okay, that's about 80 pips now. All right. No, 50. My fault. It's about 50 between take profit 2 and the entry that I chose. Use the same stop loss. Use the same stop loss. Use the same stop loss if you choose. But that's going to help you identify in using the harmonic scanner. Look at the harmonic scanner. See, put the parabolic on here just to give you some idea on, is the momentum going up or down? And should I be putting in a pending order or go ahead and go in right now for market execution? Questions? Anyone? Ronnie, it works on everything. It works on everything. I use US 30 most. I don't trade gold as much, but I use US 30. And yes, I definitely do the parabolic SAR on that. I mean, all of the indicators are not going to be 100%, but sometimes you might need that extra crutch to help you out, especially when you've got a forecast telling you it's going upward, it's going up, all right, or the price is dropping. You need to get some more help for support. So yeah, it helps on any currency pairs, any of them. So let me pick another one, AUD, NZD. Let's see what's going on behind the scenes on this one. All right, here's one going in the opposite direction. Here is a buy opportunity. So I went down the line and I saw AUD, NZD. I'm looking for the letter D because this is where it's projecting or to move. Now in this particular case, I see the entry price is here, 1.08, 02. I see the take profits are now above my entry. Remember, now you're going in the opposite direction. Price is forecast to go up. So now you're looking for a buy opportunity. But you've got a conflict because the parabolic SARs are still on top. It has not caught up yet to push it in the opposite direction. This is a great indication to put in a market execution if you see it going in that direction, or to put in a buy stop order. So take a look and see what's happened already. Well, here's your entry. Your take profit has already hit an hour ago. How do I know that? Because I saw this candlestick already punch through that price. So an hour ago, it already hit. It has now hit take profit 2. Okay, so this is an example of, well, if I see it happening, is the SAR, the parabolic SAR, is it always 100%? In this case, no, because if you saw it, it would have already gotten in that. It would have showed you this is going in a downward position still, the momentum, but price has already hit take profit 1 and 2. But if you saw this, this would have been an opportunity. If I saw the letter D, I would have looked to see, all right, well, I'm going to put my buy stop order in right around let's see. I would have put it in about 108.00, right around here. Okay, that would have been ideal to put in your buy stop because you're out, you're busy, you're about to go take a ride with your sweetheart, and you saw this opportunity where D was right here, but no candlesticks happened yet. The forecast is telling you it's going up. Wait on it. Just wait on it, because everything with the harmonic scanner, all of this that you see is already taken into consideration. Head and shoulders, the Fibonacci, it has already done all of those setups for us. Now we just need to see when is the good time to go in. This is the reason why pending orders will save you so many times, so that you don't have to just put in a pending order. Because right here, I know we've seen this plenty of times. You've seen the entry here, but the price still keeps going down, right? Like, damn, I keep missing it. Well, this will help save you. If you have a goal set, if you just going for 20 or 30 pips per trade, you wouldn't have put that in so soon as a market execution. You would have put it in as a pending order to get closer to your take profit one. So try to get your entry price as close to the take profit within 15 to 30 pips for what you like. If your goal is to go for 20 pips, then what you're going to do is I'm going to put my horizontal ray about 20 pips before the take profit one hits. And ladies and gentlemen, you will see it will just sit there on your phone. It will just sit there on MetaTrader 4 and just wait. It could take 2-3 hours. It could take a whole day. I'm still in GU right now for a sell stop. It hasn't even triggered yet. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. So this right here is going to help you. If you see it, it doesn't always have to be a market execution. Get practice in going in what direction is the harmonic forecasting. If the take profits are above your entry, then put a buy stop order in. Make your entry price close to where you see the letter D, or a little bit closer to the take profit one. That way you're in a tighter range, you're in a tighter pocket, so that when it's coming for it, you're ready for it, it'll activate. Same thing with the sell stop. If the entry is up top and your take profits are down below, great. This might be a great opportunity to put a sell stop order in. Put your entry price in close to the take profit, so it will activate, and put your take profit in however many pips that you want, 20 pips or whatever that first take profit is. And that should help. That should help a lot with that. So I just wanted to make sure that I reminded you that the parabolic SAR works. And it's a good support. As I said, it's not always 100%, but it's a great indicator to help support. Should I be going in right now in the buy as a market execution, or should I wait? Ronnie, you got a question. Why does the buy stop have to be so far away from your entry? If I want my loss to be small, wouldn't I put it right under the entry? So your stop loss is going to be something for you personally to adjust depending on when you got in. So for this one, I typically would put my stop loss, if my entry is here, in this particular case, what is this, 0778? This one is about 20 pips away for here. So if I'm about 20 pips away from my stop loss, my risk is about 20, and I could be rewarded with about 20 to 30 up top for my buy stop. So I'm not sure, you're talking about the buy stop or the stop loss? Because they have this stop loss sometimes it's too far away. You're going to have to modify your stop loss sometimes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
what's that, Ronnie?
I was I'm looking at the stop loss, and I'm like, well, if I want to minimize my loss, I would thinking of putting a stop loss right underneath the entry, so that way I lose nothing pretty much, because I feel like that gap there is like
it's driving you crazy.
I'm saying it correctly. Yeah, it just seems like too much of a gap. Why don't I close the gap a little bit?
Let
So
me
I can
share with
use
you
less
why.
than.
And let
Okay.
me share with you why. GBP pairs, just like any other pairs, move. All right. You've got ups and downs. You've got ups and downs. You've got a lot of pullbacks that may happen. So while it's going to its destination, you may see that price may fall back, right? And you
Okay.
need that gap to be enough so that it doesn't take you out of the trade. Because if
I
you
got
put
you.
your stop loss
Oh,
too
okay.
close to the entry, you're out quickly.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
You're out. So you got to give it some room to breathe, Ronnie. So that's okay to put it down here. And that's the reason why when you're in the demo, you get to see it. I know GBP pairs. I know that. And you'll get to see whichever pairs that you will rock out with most, you'll see that. Some of the other pairs, you can do that a little bit tighter. But for GBP, that thing is just like the ocean, and it makes some moves, and you don't want to get stopped out frustrated because you put that stop loss too close. So that's, that's just something you learn just by placing trades on. Don't do it too far to shatter the bank account. I get that. But for these particular ones, for GBP pairs and EUR, it's okay to go 20, 30 pips for profit and 20 for stop loss. Don't want to lose the trade too much, but give it some room as well.
Okay, thank you.
But we'll practice on the trade finder a little bit more, Ronnie, so that you can see it works. It works. All you need to do is put a couple of these trades in a day, and you've made your quote for the day. You've made your quota for the day. But these range pretty high. I don't always go. What I need the harmonics here and what I need Trade Finder for is I need to see where is the letter D and where is my first take profit one. You can start to modify it from there because you can tighten it up a little bit more where you're not going in exactly at the entry. But I need to know, what is the computer forecasting? All right, so between D and my first take profit, all I need is just a nibble. And you can start to modify what your buy stop price, your entry price will be.
Okay.
Anybody else got any questions? That was good, Ronnie. And as I said, use this on the computer. Try it in the morning, like 8. This system is up 24 hours a day. So like right around this time period, you might see something fresh come out. But as you get closer to the bottom, you're going to see some things have already hit take profit 1 or 2. Here's a good example of, here you are. This is 6 trades down. Here's D. Your parabolic SAR is underneath, so it's pretty much pushing price up, and the harmonic is forecasted to go up. Great. So we are going up, but right now that thing is going to the store. It's going to go visit grandma. It's going to go visit Ronnie. It's going to go pick up some popcorn at the store. It's chilling in consolidation right now. It has not even touched an area for me to feel comfortable of putting this in as a market execution. It's chilling. So what I may do, if this was one of the pairs that I wanted to put in, I'm going to look a little bit closer to where the first take profit is, and I'm gonna go about 20 pips down. That's it. I'm gonna put my entry at about, here's my horizontal line, and I'm gonna put it in about 89.24 right here. I will wait. I will wait for price to get at least up to here. Once it reaches that, here's my take profit 1. I'm happy. I made my 20 pips off of Euro GBP. My stop loss, if I'm getting in up here at 89.24, I'll probably come in at 88.80. 88.80, somewhere around there. All right, just you gotta move it up a little bit because of time. You got to move it up according to your time. So if you use the same stop loss, cool. But just understand, if it does reach back down there, it's going to stop you out at a greater amount. At a greater amount. So I hope that helps tighten up a little bit more with the pending orders. If you need to go back into the academy and take a look at them again so that it makes a little bit more sense, make sure you do that. Now let's toggle over to see how you place it into your MetaTrader 4. You've got your demo account set up. You've got your live account, whichever one that you're working in. Let's look at how does this look now when you're placing it into your MetaTrader 4. iPhones, you all are on the left. On the right, we got your Androids. So if you're doing a market execution, you're pulling the current price right now. So as you go into the trade, so let's just say you're here, you're on the quotes page, you're picking the pair that you want, you're tapping on it, going into either new order or trade, depending on which phone you have. And then here you are, you land here. At the very top, you want to verify what trade that you were in. The order is down below. If you tap on that, this is what's going to drop down. Market execution, and here's those limits and those stop orders. You have to tell MetaTrader 4, what am I doing? What am I doing? So let's go back and let's do a market execution. You're verifying whatever your lot size is that you want to put in there. If you're doing a buy order or a sell order, you need to pay attention. The bid price is your seller's. Your asking price to the right is your buyer's price. So what are you doing? Are you doing a buy or a sell? If I'm putting in a buy order, I'm going to pay attention to this 0.7340 price. And if I'm going 20 pips, I'm going to put 0.73606. If I'm going 20 pips for profits, I'm going to put in 0.73606. For my stop loss, if I'm going 20, I may risk 30. I'm going to subtract 30. 0.73106 is going to go in my stop loss. So for my profit, I'm adding the pips I want. For my stop loss, to protect it, I'm going in the opposite direction and just subtracting how many pips am I willing to lose. 0.73106. And then because you're placing a buy, boom, you hit buy, or for iPhones, you hit buy by market. That's how you place with confidence a market execution. Now, let's say you're putting in a buy stop order. You're going to tap that market execution button, hit buy stop. This one now just has one extra field for you to place your price of where do you want it to activate and start, and it's going to say price. So at the top, you've got your pair, you've got the order right here. Underneath it, you've got your lot size, same old stuff. But underneath it, now you've got to tell MetaTrader 4, when do you want this price to activate? And that's where you put price, and you just follow suit and put your stop loss and your take profit in here. For Androids, it looks like this. Android, it doesn't say stop loss or it doesn't say take profit, but we got to follow colors. So underline in green is where you're going to put your take profit price, and underline in red is where you're going to put your stop loss. And that's it. You just hit place. If you get into here and you need to close or modify it for whatever reason, once that trade is open and you're thinking, you know what? I need to change the take profit because this thing is already going up, up, up. And I don't want to close the trade, but I see that there's another take profit too that I can go into. Ladies and gentlemen, instead of closing the trade out, if you saw it has is getting close to take profit 1, and you've got that price already set, do not pay the brokers another commission. Modify what you already have. And what you can do is you're going to press your finger on that trade or swipe it to the left. Press your finger on that trade as it's open, or swipe it to the left, either way. And this is what's going to pop open. And here you can modify it. When you modify it, now you're looking at changing the take profit, or if you need to change the stop loss, or if you just need to close it out, you can do that too. You can't change the lot size, but you can change the take profit amount, because if it's going up or if it's continued to going down, you want to stay in that same trade, but just modify to make your price so that you can make more money. That's it. Or close it out if you're done with it. Okay? Any questions? I think y'all did pretty good with this one. I feel it. I feel it through here that somebody got a breakthrough. Somebody got a good breakthrough. You did all right? All right. Jared, you feeling good? Darlene? Sharon? I hope you came in with something new. All right. Did anything pop up new that was something you didn't know about?
No, I knew about the pending orders, but I got confused as to which ones did what. So I'm pretty clear now.
The stop orders work wonderful in the Harmonic Scanner. Ronnie, it works great in Trade Finder. So you don't have to worry about the limit orders. As I said, the stop order simply means, okay, it's projected and going up in a buy stop. Hasn't reached the price yet, but I'm going to wait for it to get to this particular price and keep going. That's a stop order. That's perfect for what we're doing in these types of forecasts. We clear? So make sure that you are staying. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Every Tuesday, we want to bring you something to help your trading style, and make sure that you are checking mytradinglounge.com so that you can check and see what's going on for the rest of the month, because each Tuesday we're going to be bringing you something new. And then make sure you come over to mytradinglounge.com. Also, the YouTube page is up. It's always been up, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page, because anything that we post, we want to make sure that you get it. Learning is at your own pace, and we support what you're doing, but learning is at your pace. And just make sure you may have to look at this later. You may have to get this later, and like I'm slow. I don't get things the first, second, or third time. If I listen to it the fourth time, I'm like, I got it. I got it. No one can take it away from you. So you're going to learn. You're going to learn. But once you understand it, no one can take that away from you. All right. So guys, make sure that you're staying in tune with mytradinglounge.com. Check the calendar out, and we'll always make sure in the Facebook page that we're always dropping through reminders of what's going on for next class. Sunday, you know, Dan will be up. Dan typically has an intermediate or more advanced training sessions on Sundays. So always make sure that you're tuning into that. Just be ready. Just be ready for that. But he does more of a hands-on charting session on Sundays to help support your trading week and get things started. All right, guys. So any other questions before we head up out of here? I'm going out for a drive.
Okay, the YouTube page, is it just
You're welcome.
what's the name of the YouTube page?
FX Trading Lounge.
Okay.
Yes, if you come over to mytradinglounge.com and you go under resources, you will be able to get right to the YouTube page right from there, so you don't stumble upon someone else's page by mistake.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Girl.
Well worth it. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Yep. And the calendar is on the same page as well. So if you look under resources, there's a lot of things that we have as far as videos. We're going to be going over from salary to pips this month. We're also going to be going over a few more trend lines, the difference between the trend lines, the horizontal, the vertical, Fibonacci. We're going to be going over that this month. And here, Sharon, you can just take a look and see. Here is the YouTube page. You can get to it right from here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, honey. All right, everybody. You all have an amazing evening. If there's anything else, you know how to reach us. If you need to get in touch with Dan or myself, make sure that you are hitting us up here on the website as well. If you need to schedule an appointment, our phone numbers are on here, but most of y'all have our phone numbers in your phone, so you can always reach out to us at any time. All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
You got it, guys. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time, okay?
Okay. Love you back.
Love you back. Bye.
Bye-bye.